have two weddings. One on my side of the family with my brother's son Jeff, who has never been married. Jeff is getting married 1 week in August. A week later, Lowell's nephew is getting married. So, both in Southern California.
Oh, great.
So, but, which is fine. But the thrilling part is that Lowell's nephew is a kid, one of 5 children, who his parents knew something was wrong with him in school. Never knew what it was. His mother took him here and there and tried to help him. Finally went to UCLA and found out he's dyslexic and he probably has what we've been talking about,
ADD.
ADD. And so Brett, you can tell Brett is smart. He can do many things with his hands. He's good at landscaping. He cooks. He appreciates good art. He can weld. He can do a lot of interesting things. But he just was unappreciated in our setup. He couldn't read very well, and so he was doing carpentry, is doing carpentry with his brother, drives all the way to the Santa Monica and over there. Well, he was on this job in Pacific Palisades, uh, making additions to something, and the woman he was working for evidently said to a woman friend, I want you to come over and see this guy that's working for us. So Brett could see the two women looking out the window at him or something and didn't know why. So pretty soon they said, come on up here, Brett, and introduced him, this is so and so, and her father might want some work, and so he was interested and met her and all. And pretty soon after they got to know each other a little bit, she confessed to him, my father really doesn't have a job. I just wanted to get to meet you. And what's a guy like you doing this? How come? So he told her his story. This is about the only thing he was able to do, and he worked with his brother, and one thing led to another, and they're made for each other. She is a marvelous girl who comes from a dyslexic family herself. Her father is like a captain of industry, and yet he has dyslexia. They're not looking down on Brett. They think he's a wonderful guy, which all of us always have. The girl was maybe mildly that way, and so she got through Cal Poly here, and is a physical therapist and has her own business and her own house. And so anyway, one thing has led to another. They've known each other a whole year, and at last they're getting married, and she is the most, not only is she a good-looking girl, but she's a sweet, wonderful girl.
Oh.
And we've always felt that way about Brett, that this is like a Cinderella story. He was unappreciated, and we all knew he was smart and a good guy, but where in the world was he going to be in life? And so, who knows what, but I think tying into this family can't hurt, and they're going to be married at the Santa Monica Bay Club or something like that. A wonderful wedding, and we don't want to miss it, but it's just, in fact, Shirley, when you turn that off, I'm going to show you the present that we got for them.
What is it?
Well, it's a wonderful fused glass kind of a thing you hang in the window by a very talented lady named Ina May Overman.
Oh, I know her.
Do
from
you
down...
know Ina May
Sure,
Overman?
from down in San Luis, of course. She does wonderful things.
Yes. Well, this will be the third thing I've ever gotten from her.
How big is it?
It's probably 18 inches by 18 inches at least, or 20 by 20. But I love her stuff. We've gotten 2 for Joel and Sue.
Oh, did you?
It just has to fit the person.
Yeah.
The first Christmas we gave it to them, they were ecstatic. And Lowell said the next year, well, we can't give them another one like that. I said, let's give them just one more. And of course everything she does is different. So they love both of them, and they certainly took them back and have them hanging in their windows in Mexico. But this thing for Brett, I knew they were the right kind of people. Now for my brother's son, and his girl I've just met once. I don't know them well enough, and I think they're much more conservative. I wouldn't even. I'll just go to Stroud's or Crate and Barrel, wherever they're registered, and get them an ordinary nice present. But for Brett and his wife, I know they're way out, artistic, weird
Oh
people,
boy.
and they are going to love it.
What is the design? Just a
Well,
free form?
it's pretty geometric, as